You know, scams, they're not too dissimilar on the Venn diagram. Like, scams would be kind of in the same circle as conspiracy theorists. Now, conspiracy theorists are a weird thing to me because I'm going to borrow a line from Bill Burr, but I hate... They did a thing where they lumped conspiracy theorists in with the people who believe the moon is made of cheese, and then you just want to separate yourself from that. But anybody who doesn't think conspiracies are like, oh, don't listen to that conspiracy theorist. I want to tell you something that's true. And you want to know how I know it's true? Because I did it. I did it. Me, Andy, did this thing. So you can't be like, oh, that's a conspiracy theorist. I saw this girl at a bar one time, and you don't want to do the blatant go up to somebody that can be awkward. You always want to try to orchestrate it in a way where it seems natural. Like, oh, this is so awful. This is so awful to say. I mean, the person who this was performed on is never going to know it, but just in general, know that there's always a chance that there could be a mastermind what I'm about to tell you. So I saw this girl at the bar, and I told my friend, listen, I'm going to go to the left of this girl, because she was waiting to get a drink. I'm going to go to the left of this girl, and I'm going to order a drink next to her. You come to the bar, to the right of her. So now she's in between us. We're on either side of her, and we're talking through her. I'm going to ask you what you want. Straight past her, like, yo, what do you want? Because now all of a sudden I'm a gentleman buying a round of drinks. And then I'm just going to vacuum her up into that ass. Because I'm looking over her, almost speaking over her. So it's almost like, oh, I'm sorry to talk over you. Can I get you a drink too? And she said, like, oh, no, it's all right. Come on, you might as well. Let me get you one. And then all of a sudden, we start talking. She's hanging out with us. I get the number. And she goes home that night. And she says, oh, I met this guy. How'd you meet him? Did you meet him on Bumble? No, it was so natural. Like, I was at a bar just waiting for a drink. And he actually was to the left of me, and his friend was to the right of me. I just happened to be in the middle, and we kind of locked eyes, and then he asked to get a drink, and it was so... She thinks it was the most natural thing. If we would have got engaged, she would have said it was the most organic thing that's ever happened. Meanwhile, I masterminded the whole thing in a bunker. And if somebody was to come up to you that night afterward and said, you see that? I bet you that guy told his friend to come up to the right of that girl while he went to the left of that girl and ordered a drink past her just so he had the excuse to talk to her. You'd say, wow, what a conspiracy theorist you are. I got news for you. I'm not telling you to believe in wild things, but don't just dismiss there should be two categories, like a conspiracy theorist major and a conspiracy theorist minor. You know what I'm saying? I like to just call